Now I know you got to have some soul.
My name is Steve Stein, and I have produced a couple of records under the name Steinski, along with my friend Douglas DeFranco, Double D, and I have also done some on my own. I desperately needed instruction in the Akai APC40 prior to buying it. And before I actually purchased it, I wanted to sort of get a walkthrough, which the folks at Dubspot have generously offered to do.
Just like the way that I approach it too is much influenced by just like the way that I produce, combined with the way that I would DJ. Yeah. So when this thing came out, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. It's like you got your crossfader, you got your different knobs that you will auto map to things, or you can override the mapping and make them dedicated. Which is a really big thing.
That's probably gonna be more my thing, because I don't really use pans and stuff, and maybe one or two sends. That's it, for like a couple of delays and things like that. But I have a lot of outboard gear that I would like to use that I haven't been able to use. So.
Yeah.
I started out using an Akai S900 when somebody showed me how to use that, and that was hooked up to a keyboard. And then I learned how to use it with a sequencing program, which I think was called Sequencer Plus. It was old. It was like before Windows. Then, let's see, I got an S1000, which had all of 3 minutes of memory, and that was really pretty awesome, and I made a couple records with that. At some point, I stopped using the S1000 and switched over, I guess, to Pro Tools, which pretty much blew up the entire thing in terms of needing a sampler, because all of a sudden, your hard drive was your sampler. You just record into that and never mind this little box. And while I love Pro Tools and I used it for a long, long time, when I heard about Ableton and checked it out, it seemed to be like the arrangement side was about 80% of Pro Tools, which was fine for me, and then the other side of it for playing out was much more, okay, this is exactly what I'm looking for.
Now then, let us have some fun.
The Akai APC40 is made specifically to work with Ableton in a performance context. And that, okay, that was a good glimmer. But if I'm on the road every other month or every 2 months, I don't have time to get used to that. So now I'm off the road until the end of March. And the first thing I did was start getting a whole lot of new music for my sets.
The biggest thing I noticed was the first time I hooked it up, I had one of my DJ sets in Ableton, and I just started going in and played for probably 20 minutes, and I realized I hadn't had to touch the mouse pad at all. And that's huge.
It's enormous.
Yeah.
It's enormous.
The stutter button will make it so it repeats, and I use these banks of buttons to do different tricks, like,
Oh, so you have those assigned to controls.
Yeah. Just since I'm using these to launch my clips, and I like to have that limit of 4. So I use channel 5 through 8 to just be other things that I want to manipulate. So like, cool. I've assigned this to be like deck A, deck B, deck A, deck B. So right here it's a beat repeat. So it's like half, quarter, 8s, 16s, and 30 seconds. And then same thing for each track.
I don't know nothing. I mean, it's like, I show up and it's like, really? You can do that? You can do that? And you do that? Oh, I'll be damned. I mean, that's the sort of thing that keeps you humble.
I love my vinyl, and I want to be able to like get just certain things like record breaks and rewinds and power downs and all that kind of stuff. So I made this thing using the looper. Just take this thing, capture the loop. Rewind. Yeah, check it out. I'll do it again. Yeah.
So one button is doing the capture and the fader is doing the speed?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Okay. So I got this one, we'll turn it on. This will clear it, whatever loop was in there before. This will start it and stop the loop. That will reverse it, and then that's the speed from like regular speed down to stop. Yeah, try this like. Rewind it. turn it off and go back into the. You want to try it?
This is really opening up a horizon for me that I want to be able to screw with majorly.
Now you got it. Yeah. So now if you slow it down. Yeah. Or then you can rewind it. Yeah. And then to let the loop go back to the normal track, you just tap it out.
This already for me, this is revelation for a year.
Yeah.
You know, it's like to sit in here for 2 hours and I go, oh really? You can do that, you can do that, you can do that, and damn.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, if I was doing this on like a bi-weekly basis, I could rule the world. You know, but
Yeah.
not yet. Not yet.